Ah, what a lovely base I have. I'm so hungry. Ah, I only have a single pork chop left. This won't sustain me. I need to make more, but I don't see any pigs around. Guess I'll just have to make some more, because today's mod is ProjectE by Sinkiller. And this is a recreation slash update of an older mod, Equivalent Exchange 2 by Xenophobe, with the elite speech in his name. So ProjectE is kind of like a transmutation mod. So as you can see, as I hover over all these things, they have an EMC value: 64, 1, 128, 2000, 256. All of these have EMC value, and EMC stands for Equivalent Matter Currency. So let's say a piece of obsidian has 64 EMC and a piece of stone has 1 EMC. So I could turn one piece of obsidian into 64 pieces of normal stone. Easy, right? But how do we get started? Well, we can't just wizzy-woo thing everything straight off the bat. So we need to make a philosopher's stone. That's right, the philosopher's stone. To make it, you need 4 glowstone dust, 4 redstone dust, and a diamond like so. And this will give you a philosopher's stone. With a philosopher's stone, you can put it into your crafting table. So let's say put some... I think you need a crafting table for this. So put one into your crafting table. And let's say I want to make gold, so I put in 8 iron ingots to make a single gold piece, because 256 times 8 is 2048. Easy. But what if I want to go a little bit further beyond? What if I want to make diamonds? Well, I'll keep on making gold bars here until we get a few more, and then we can take 4 gold bars and turn them into a single diamond. Amazing, isn't it? But we have a pretty limited resource option here. Like, what am I meant to do with all this? I can't do anything here. What am I meant to do? Well, not to fear, because we can take things a little bit further. So, using your philosopher's stone, 4 obsidian, and 4 normal stone, you can make a transmutation table. And the philosopher's stone isn't consumed in this recipe, by the way, so you can just keep making more of them. So this is where things start to get a little bit broken, I'd say. So you can put a transmutation table down, it's super easy to get, and right click on it. What's this? Well, over here are the things that we're sacrificing or learning, and over here are the things we can make. So, cooked pork chop, 64 EMC. If I put it in here, I'll learn it. But what does that mean? Well, let's say I just take a diamond and burn it in there, also learn it. I can make another diamond. Or, I can make a stack of pork chops. Ah, now I'm feasted forever. If you want to know what they taste like, they taste very stale. But, yeah, I can keep on making pork chops. I can put iron in there, learn iron. I can put gold in there, learn gold, coal. I can learn all this. That's so cool. I can make anything I want. I just need to learn it first. That's so amazing. Wow. And you can unlearn things too. Like, I can unlearn the obsidian, relearn it, unlearn back, forth, you know. But yeah, we can make all these really cool things at the click of a button. But, you know, that's cool and all, but what's all this stuff over here? How do you make the really cool stuff? Is this all Equivalent Exchange 2 has to offer? No. You'd be a fool to think that. So what we're going to need is we're going to need a lot more coal. So I'll just burn like half a stack of gold ingots here, nothing much, and just to get a bunch of coal out. I'm filled with coal. So I'm going to go to my crafting table here, put in my philosopher's stone, and just fill this to the brim with coal. This will give us alchemical coal for 4 pieces of normal coal. Okay, make that. Now I'm going to fill it up again with alchemical coal, and this will give me Mobius fuel. Cool. Put it in again. This will give me 4 pieces of Eternius fuel. And this is the highest tier fuel available, and as you see, it has the exact same EMC value as a diamond, so let's learn that. Learned. Now, what can we do with this? Well, we're going to need to have quite a bit of it first. But once we do, we're also going to need a diamond block. And put a diamond block in the middle, surround it with Eternius fuel, and we'll get dark matter. Yep, our very first piece of dark matter. So, wow, cool, dark matter. What can we do with this? Well, we can make a pretty nice batch of tools and weapons, but also some magic devices, as you can begin to see here. We can make armor with it, energy collectors, harvest bands, all sorts of cool gadgets, but let's start simple for now. Let's start pretty simple. Let's start below dark matter actually, and let's just make a destruction catalyst. This will really help you out. So we're going to need 4 Mobius fuel, a flint and steel, but also this thing called a Nova catalyst. And all it takes is 1 Mobius fuel and a TNT, and you get 2 of them. Pretty easy. So go and just make a bunch of the stuff. Get a bunch of Mobius fuel. There we go, done. Might need a little bit more, actually. There we go. So, these Nova Catalysts are actually pretty useful mining tools, so I'll make a few of these just to show them off. But 4 of these, Mobius fuel around it, and a flint and steel in the middle will give us... Oh, wrong way around. That's one problem you may see in this mod. But we'll get a destruction catalyst. So this is a really neat tool. Lets us do stuff. So you can press V to power it up, and then it reaches max power. How do you use it though? Do you bash it against the wall? If you right click, as you can see, I just dug a massive hole and I got all the loot from it, but I didn't really get anything from that. Maybe we could go like down a bit. Anything down there? There's a little bit of coal. There's a little bit of coal there. Guess I'll take that out. Destroy the local infrastructure. We'll fix that in due time, I guess. There we go. Just patch it back together. They'll never even notice it was gone. There we go. All better now. So it's a very destructive weapon, and it uses coal as fuel, I believe. So yeah, you can be creative with it. Make a death trap, or well, no, that went into like the water. But you know, you could make a death trap with it. You could just make an entire base with it. Wow, I can suddenly have an entire mountainside base, just like that. And it's really to help you get all the resources you need to go mining, basically. Look, I've cleared out this massive area in a very short amount of time. It's so good. And if you want to depower, let's say this is too big for you, hold down shift or your crouch button and press V again. And then you can do much smaller controlled bursts. And yeah, it's a great mining tool. But let's get back up here. And you know what, it's going to be a little bit annoying to have to like run down, use something, and then go up the ladder again, so let's make something really quick. I need to get rid of all this junk in my inventory, get all this cobblestone, this wood, all this random... In fact, let's not put it into a chest. Let's put it into the transmutation. So, look, I'm getting all this EMC just from getting rid of my junk. It's great. It's the perfect system. I love it. Okay. But we're going to need a little bit more dark matter, so let's just take a few pieces out. It's devouring me. We'll get to red matter soon, don't you worry. But we're going to need a few pieces of dark matter, and I'll also need a bucket of lava from this chest. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a ring out of iron and put a lava bucket in the middle. This will give us an iron band, and return the bucket, thankfully. So... can't do anything, it's just some dinky iron ring, you know, looks kinda cool I guess, it's just there. To make this into something really cool though, we need to put it in the middle. then surround it with dark matter that we got, and then further surround it with feathers, and this will give us a swift force rending gale. And it's using a little bit of my coal there. It used like the lowest EMC item first, but if we double jump, you see it changes, and we can creative mode flight in the air, so we can go anywhere. Just has to be in our inventory. Or no, my hotbar, sorry. Just has to be on your hotbar and you can use it. It will slowly drain EMC. And as you can see there, it's draining it at like 1 EMC per... I'd say like 5 EMC per second, just to keep you actively flying. Yeah, about 5 to 10 EMC per second, and we can go wherever we want now. And that only cost me like, what, 500,000 EMC? That's like, what, 80 diamonds? Yeah, so it may take a little bit of time to get some of these things, and you know, it can be painful. Have to go mining all day with my super strong destruction catalyst. I don't want to do that. That takes a lot of effort, could harm your back, you know, could get in a serious mining accident. So I'm gonna ground myself here. And we're going to make something really useful called an energy collector and an energy condenser. So let's start off with the energy condenser first. To make an energy condenser, we first require an alchemical chest, which requires 2 pieces of stone, a diamond, 2 pieces of iron, a chest, and various amounts of low, medium, and high covalent dust, as you can see here. But we get an alchemical chest. What do? Well, we can make a bunch of alchemical bags, sure. And I'll just cheat a little bit here. And these are basically like super pocket storages, so I can put anything I want in here, come back later and take them out. They're like a super backpack, basically. They're really useful and really easy to make too. It's like a diamond, and that's it. But that's not what we're here for. We're here to make an energy condenser, and to make one we need 4 pieces of diamond and 4 obsidian. Pretty innocent as far as things go. So 4 pieces of obsidian, 4 pieces of diamond, and of course the alchemical chest in the center. Wrong way round. You get an energy condenser. So this is like the factory version of the transmutation table. It's like the high mass production version. So let's say I really feel like having some TNT today, so I'm going to put up 1 piece of TNT in the top left corner, and it wants 964 EMC, so let's say I put a diamond in there. It will make TNT for me automatically. Put a feather, it will slowly fill the bar up, can go anywhere, and then we get a piece of TNT. So where this would be really useful is, say you have a buildcraft or industrial craft installed, or anything that has like pipes that automatically move items. You could have something that carries junk out of a chest and puts it into one of these to make for you. And then you take all that junk and you can slowly turn it into something, in this case, explosives. It's great, but we can go a step further than this. Say, man, this sucks. I have to put stuff into a chest manually just to get my TNT. Too much effort. So to counteract that, we're going to need an energy collector Mark 1, and as you can already see here, maximum generation rate 4 EMC per second. I think you can see where this is going. But we need 6 glowstone, 1 piece of glass, 1 diamond block, a furnace, and this will give us an energy collector. And how this works is, if we put it next to our energy condenser, it's not doing anything here, but if you look here, it's slowly filling it up with EMC. And yes, this will eventually make a piece of TNT if I just spam a bunch of feathers in here to speed it up. It makes a piece of TNT, just like that. But just 4 EMC per second, that's really slow. Really slow, and I will like give a heads up warning. So as you can see here, this thing costs 82,953 EMC just to make one of these things, but it only makes 4 EMC per second, so it would take me So it would take me about 6 hours before this thing pays itself off. And that's a pretty long time, so if you're going to make one of these things, make sure you're ready to make that investment. Just be prepared to do that. Oh yeah, I forgot this thing has like multiple modes. I forgot how to use it though. Oh yeah. So the Swiftwolf's Rending Gale, it does a lot more than just let you fly, by the way. If I head on over here to the local forest, it'll 1. Prevent me from taking full damage, 2. Let me fly, 3. If I press R, I can shoot a lightning bolt out and smite my enemies. And the final feature, number 4, if I right click with it, it'll change its colour, and what this will do is it will add like a repel shield, so anything that tries to get near me will instead get shot off into the air. Oh no, poor sheep. But yeah, it's pretty good, and it's so strong, and this isn't even the most expensive thing in the mod yet. There's still stronger things to come. But how do we make the setup faster? Well, I'm just going to like spawn in a bunch of doodads here. Energy Collector Mark 3s, Energy Collector and Relay Mark 3s. So how you upgrade your relays is you just like add more glowstone and then a piece of dark matter, and to upgrade them further, same thing but a piece of red matter. And yeah, same thing goes for the relays. It's obsidian with glass this time, and if you want to upgrade it dark matter, then red matter, and then that's the max level. So how can we get this super fast? So what I recommend doing is going 1-2 blocks into the air, place down your energy condenser, then surround it with antimatter relay Mark 3s. Yep. So how these relays work is they're literally just a relay, so this thing's not getting any energy, but if I put one here, what it will do is it's not contacting the chest, but it will go through the relay and then enter the chest. So say I want to make buckets, it will begin making buckets. Easy as that. Say I want to begin making dark matter, it will begin making dark matter. And I can just spam down more of these, surround it. This is often called a power flower in the ProjectE community. Slash Equivalent Exchange 2, at least it used to be called when it was active. But you can surround it like this, and probably should have gone a bit further down actually, but that's okay. Need my pickaxe. And you may be wondering, can I contact it like this? Yes, you can open it like this, even though there's a block on top of it. And as you can see, it's making a ton of EMC per second. It's like making thousands. I'd say that's about like 500, maybe 900 EMC, but nearly 1,000 EMC per second. You could get a diamond in 8 seconds with that. And it's not even perfect. You could add another one here even. And this would, you can't access it now, but you can just break it, access it, and then put it back down later if you like. It's always an option. But that's a pretty endgame setup. You know, we're still in the early game. Conga, why are you showing me this? I don't even know how to get red matter yet. You've shown me it various times. What's red matter? How do I get it? Can I date it? Can I eat it? What does it taste like? All are very important questions. So in order to, habits. But in order to make red matter, it's going to be a little bit more expensive. So we're going to need, as again, Eternius fuel, but instead of surrounding it, we're going to make like a tube this time. And then 3 dark matter down the middle, surrounded by Eternius, will give us red matter. Now this is like the final tier in this mod pack, as far as resources go. What can I do with red matter? Well, we can make a ton of super fun tools. So let's do the tools for now. So, as you've probably noticed, there's red matter tools, and dark matter ones, and you know, it's using dark matter, the normal pattern, but instead of sticks, you use diamonds, because we're using dark matter here, not just some pleb matter. And, oh yeah, cool. Cool pickaxe. Bet it, like, sucks though, right? Gets, like, really overpowered. Press V, power up, right click, and the ore's gone. Right click, and the ore's gone. It's just that simple. Look, find some more ore. Right click on the ore and the entire vein is now yours. It's that good. And there's various other tools too, like the dark matter axe, the dark matter sword, the dark matter hammer, dark matter shovel, dark matter hoe, the dark matter shears. So many things. But, you know, we've talked enough. What does it look like when you get to the end of this mod? You know, this is cool, Conga. Just show us what we get. We've been waiting long enough. Well, if that's what you want, then I shall heed your request. So, I don't want any of this junk. This junk sucks. It's all trash. I don't care about it. All this sucks. I don't want it. Bad. Go away. Burn. Except you. I like you. So... Burn the world. The world doesn't deserve my presence. Farm the field with this righteous terrain. Shear the sheep. Destroy the landscape. Crush it to bits. Where are those pitiful zombie creatures? Behold my watch of flowing time. Come, fight me. Come, my dear watch, we have many to do. Oh dear, what's a wither? Do you like interdiction tortures, my dear? I did it wrong. Do you like interdiction tortures? Move away from my castle, will you? Come, try your hardest. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video on ProjectE. I'm going to have to reset the world now, I think, considering that it's been destroyed to ashes. And there's tons of really cool things to play. I didn't even touch the surface of what's available here. Look, there's like the hyperkinetic lens, the cataclysmic lens, there's all these elemental rings, there's the body stone, the soul stone, the mind stone, there's the life gem, all these super cool things. There's the eye, which lets you control weather, if I recall. Something like that. There's so many things. There's client stars. These just hold EMC. That's all they do. All they do is hold EMC, and that's it. There's the repair talisman or the alchemy bag. The interdiction torch will repel everything that isn't a player away from it. So like these sheep. Or no, only hostile monsters and projectiles. So say I'm going to try and shoot here. Evertide Amulet says no, you're not going to shoot here, mate. And it repels my shot away. Rewind off. See, I can control time. I can do all sorts of things. So yeah, definitely like test this mod out. There's so many things to play with. And I hope you enjoyed. So yeah, have a wonderful day everyone. I'll see you later, and peace. Bye.